Scrum is about checking the progress on the way and constantly re-estimating. And that's why we are coming to our third part, which is called reflection, where you need to think about what you have already achieved, praise yourself for that, or appreciate yourself for that, and reflect on what went right, what went wrong. And I want to tell you a little about this. And here I have used information from different blogs, psychologists, coaches, and any sort of information on the reflection that is available. And I would like to share some of them with you. So before we finish this lecture or this video, I'd like to share some steps for you, or some tips for you of how can you end this year. First of all, you have to keep calm. So rushing just speeds up the time for you. If you feel exhausted, or that 31st of December is so soon, and like the year is almost over, and I don't know what to do, and there is so much to do, and then this kind of mindset, it would just bring you into more rush and more hesitation, and it would be like a circle of hesitation and anxiety instead of productive work. So keeping calm, maybe meditating or doing some sports, it might help you to slow down the time and get yourself more space than you usually might have in these days. Create yourself a to-do list for these 2 weeks, or I don't know when you're watching this, for the period of time that you're thinking about. And now check this list. Check it according to some of those tools that I suggested. Is this your task? Is it like a ready task? Is it important or urgent? Do you really need to make that till the end of the year, or it would be okay if you finish it up after the new year? I could give my own example. I have already created this task, and last year I set myself a goal to do some calligraphy, and I have this little really beautiful calligraphy books. And one of those tasks was to finish up the calligraphy book till the end of the year. And I'm thinking that, okay, what if I don't finish it till the end of the year? Would something really change for me? Would it change if I finish it on the 2nd of January? Is it still okay for me? And the answer is, of course, yes. So this is my own initiative, and nothing will really change because of it, because I do it for my pleasure. And somehow, if I try to finish it till 31st of December, it would just make me stressed and frustrated, and will add just one more task, which would just be done for the tick in the box, not actual pleasure or gain. Yeah, you also want to optimize your tasks. For instance, if you need to buy presents, do it online, or try to order it, or try to maybe buy similar presents in one shop for different people, or something like that, so that you don't have to invest too much time into something. You can also use all those tools that I recommended to optimize your task management. Maybe some tasks would not be in your list anymore, and this would already be optimization. And the last one is that you can share responsibilities. Of course, you shouldn't be the one who throws the monkeys from their shoulders on others' shoulders, but somehow, if it's a mutually beneficial cooperation, you can, of course, share them. So sometimes there would be people who are really happy to help you, and they tell you like, "Oh, how can I help you? I see that you're very overwhelmed. Can I help you with something maybe?" And yeah, why not? For instance, if you have written an essay, why don't you give it to somebody to read if they are willing to do so, or some sort of that. So maybe you would want to prepare for exam together with somebody, or tell somebody like one part of the questions and answers to one part of the questions, and like they will tell you another part of the question, so that you could do it together and share those responsibilities, and that's how you will also optimize your tasks. And the other thing that I would recommend you to do before you finish this year is to become grateful, or be grateful for your efforts. To do so, you would need a paper. You can also like create a little ritual out of this, like light up the candles, or maybe do it in the evening, make yourself a cocoa, and you would write out all that you did this year. You can scroll through your pictures, through your notes, on your Facebook and Twitter, whatever, and just congratulate yourself with what you have achieved. Because even if you don't think that you have achieved too much, when you start doing it, you will see that there were quite a few interesting things that happened to you this year and that you can be grateful for to yourself and to others too. Don't forget to think about this or just write this. Yeah, gratitude. You can also write to people who you're grateful to and say it in person. Yeah, I think this is a great thing to do at the end of the year. Yeah, so other thing is to think, what was your year about? If you had to, for instance, if someone wrote an article about your year, what would be the title of that? Try to formulate it in a more positive way. Try to see like the bright sides of it, what was important about it, how did it contribute to yourself. Yeah, write out what were your achievements. You can specify that, and yeah, think of if there was something bad. Um, Try to think, what is it that you would want to leave behind in the year? Do you want, like, was it some, I don't know, sad situation or some traumatic situation or um, some anxieties that you experienced? Maybe you were worried about something or you had some issues with relationship with others. You can also write that down on a separate piece of paper and maybe burn it or throw it away or do whatever you want so that you don't really keep that with yourself in the next year. And I definitely recommend to go through this practice. I do something like that every year, as well as setting the goals for the new year so that it's easier to reflect and I don't have to check the pictures. I can check my dream list or my goal list for the year and then congratulate myself with that. You can, of course, also write yourself a letter. Draw yourself a drawing and be as creative as you want or as non-creative as you want or as practical and strict as you want. So just yeah, use this as a space for yourself to reflect and to fulfill yourself with gratefulness and yeah, nice feelings before the end of the year. And also, as we finish now, I encourage you to choose one technique of those that I talked about. I mean, out of the time management techniques, and apply it starting from today. Maybe today you have to study and you would want to do 2 Pomodoros just to try it out. Or maybe today we'll sign up for the meditation. Or maybe you will download the Wonderlist or Google Keep to write all your notes there and finally organize your notes in one place. Yeah, it could be anything. You can look through this presentation again and see what is useful for you. And I hope that it was nice tools that you can actually apply in your life to make it more productive, make it more happy, and yeah. Thank you very much for your attention. All the best for the upcoming holidays.